going to be making lasagna, and sure everybody knows how to make lasagna, but for those of you who don't, or anybody that's just, you know, a young adult, this would be a video for you guys to watch. So we have everything here. This, I will, you don't need a big pack of hamburger meat like this. I'm going to half it. So let me get half this, have this in the frying pan, and then we'll start chopping up the celery, an onion, some garlic. Okay, so we'll be back in a second. Okay, so the only thing I did, and I will show you guys, so there's the hamburger there, and I'm just gonna turn that on to like a low, and then over there that's for our noodles. So I've turned that on high because we want to get our noodles done. Hang on, I gotta fix you guys. Okay, before I start chopping, let's get in a Bong toke. I've chopped onion and I chopped garlic, and then I thought, hey, you know what? I should do a Bong because it's probably better to chop when you get some marijuana in you. It's not a hot day. It's a good day to make lasagna. Plus, you know, everybody's like tired of barbecue stuff, so I thought, let's do a lasagna. We haven't had it in a while, and who doesn't like it? If you don't have, if you just have spaghetti sauce, like I have the ragu here, just the, what is this? Just the original. If that's all you have, it'll still work. It just, if you do have the onions, if you don't have fresh garlic and you have the stuff already chopped, use that stuff. The onion, I use a small, not baby either, like the shape of my, like the palm of my hand, which is not that big, but it's big enough. And the garlic, I personally love garlic, so I've used 4 cloves in there. And you're gonna need a 9 by 13 inch pan. Doesn't have to be glass. You can, you know, go to the dollar store and they have the tin ones or whatever they are. That's the throwaway ones. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Okay. That's the end of that. Celery is unbelievably priced high right now, and the first store I went to, they didn't even have any, which was no frills. So you're just gonna want to chop off the dirty ends. Make sure to rinse your celery because you know, you don't want dirt. Remember, you gotta cook with love. So I just go like that, and we're just gonna, don't make them, I wouldn't make them thick because it'll take longer to cook. So we're gonna do about 4, we'll do 3. We'll see what it looks like after 2 are done, because sometimes that's all you need is 2. It depends the size and the width and how much celery bits you would need. It just makes it taste that much better. And all I'm gonna do is, here's our garlic in there. I'm just gonna use the same dish to put our celery in because it's all going to fry together. Oops, put that in the wrong place. Okay, so chop off that. I'll see if hopefully I can go right down there. That's a better cut. And then you're just gonna chop and chop. Doesn't matter what kind of spaghetti sauce you use either. I just bought that. It was on sale. Usually just buy on sale items. So this is what and the garlic doesn't take up a lot of room either. It's teeny tiny. So we're gonna finish this up. Your onion, like I said, a small one I find fine. Any more than that, it's like too much onion in there. And so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna finish cutting this, and then we're gonna put everything into the frying pan. You're gonna let it all cook together. While that's frying, that's when you're going to, your noodles, the water for your noodles should be boiling. You know what? I'll just wait till it boils and I'll show you guys. Just because, like, what if you guys never made it before? I just happened to be the one you clicked on, and I don't want to confuse. So, okay. Oops. So there's that. We'll put that in there. Okay. So let's bring you guys. Maybe I can use this. Oh yeah, look at that, perfect. Okay, so our hamburger has started frying already. We're gonna put our onions and garlic in there. We're going to put our onion in there. And we're gonna use some pepper. Shake, shake, shake. Some salt and some Italian seasoning. Okay, so you're gonna let this fry until it's all, the meat is browned, your vegetables are soft, and then you're gonna drain it. And unless you're using like extra lean ground beef, I don't think you'd have to drain it, but this is not extra lean. This is just a medium hamburger. Okay, so we're gonna leave that, and then I'm gonna take you guys back when the water's ready to boil. Or is not ready, is boiling, and then I could just quickly show you what to do there. Okay, the water is boiling for our noodles. I'm trying to figure out this stupid stick. Okay, so you can get the oven made noodles or ready to use. I really have no luck with those, you know, just. Okay, so in your pan, your 9x13, you're going to, it goes 3 noodles across, so I'll show you. Once you get your sauce and stuff in there, you're gonna have 3 noodles across. So then you're gonna, so that's one layer right there is 3 noodles. Now depending how big your lasagna is gonna be, how big your pan is, if you have a bigger pan, you're gonna need obviously more noodles, but we have this one. So you're gonna count the 3 for the bottom, and then another 3 for your next layer, And then you're going to go another 3 for the layer after that. That's usually the layer that we use our cottage cheese in, and I will show you that. So that's 1, okay, and then you're going to need a layer before the top. So you should have a total of 3, 6, 9, 12 noodles. I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe if I lower it a bit, you can. Let's see, can you? Okay, so we're just gonna throw those in there. And what I like to do is, because, put you guys back up, sometimes the noodles stick or they break or whatever it is, so I'll actually toss in a couple more. Usually I just toss in an extra 3 more. And if you need them, they're there. If you don't, maybe you could. And I've turned down the element as well, because you don't want to hard boil. These should take, like, look, that's a broken one. That's no good to anybody. These should take roughly 7 to 10 minutes, we'll say. What's surprising to me is that broken noodle that I showed you guys. There's not even another piece for it. Okay, anyways. And our hamburger's cooking. I don't know what you guys can see. So there's the hamburger frying over here. There's the noodles in there. And I guess you guys want to see up here. When the noodles are done boiling, the hamburger's done, we're gonna drain the grease from the hamburger, and you're gonna strain the water from the noodles, and then we can start putting it together. Now would be a good time to grate your cheese, and I think, hang on, just a mozzarella. That's all I use, just mozzarella. Because with all the love that's going into it, doesn't matter if it has a brand name or not, it's mozzarella. Anyways, now's a good time to, while that is boiling and cooking and whatever, grate some cheese. Depending how much cheese you like. I would say maybe like a this much. I'm gonna say that. Hey, maybe you need the whole thing. I don't know, but I'm gonna say about this much. I did not buy the bag of the shredded stuff because, yeah, you know what? Sometimes grating cheese is a pain in the ass, but the grated cheese was like 340 grams or something like that. The brick cheese is 450 grams. So for the same price, I mean. Unless, like, okay, if you can't grate the cheese or it's whatever the reason, go ahead and buy it, whatever. I would maybe buy 2 though, because it doesn't seem to go that far. Okay, but anyways, enough with the cheese. I'm gonna grate this up. Ooh, look at that. Just about hit you guys over. Okay, I'm gonna grate this up. That will be cooking, and then we'll get ready to put this all together. Everything's done. Cooking, frying. I figured I'd get another Bong toke before we start putting all this together. Here is the grated cheese. There's our noodles. And there's like a few steps we gotta do. preheat your oven. Do 350 degrees. Because by the time we're done putting this together, we can put it right in the oven. If you make this ahead of time and you're gonna, like if you made it in the morning and you just have it in the fridge, you're gonna want to let it sit out for about 15 to 20 minutes and then put it in. And it's probably gonna have to be in there, well, I know it's gonna have to be in there longer than like the 30-35 minutes, maybe close to an hour. Okay, hang on. There's still a little bit in there. Not much, but a little. Okay. You're gonna want to grab a bowl and your cottage cheese. I get the bigger container because I put it on the side of the plate, like the remaining on the side of the plate. If you don't want it on, just get the smaller container. That's fine. And we're gonna give it this. Here, I should maybe put this down a bit. Okay, we're gonna give it a stir, and you're gonna put in roughly, say half the container. And then you're going to take an egg, and the egg holds this together. So if you don't have an egg and you just want to put the cottage cheese in, it's fine. It tends to be a little bit runny, but it's not like soup or anything like that. Anyways, you're just going to stir this up. And then I'm going to put you guys, oh, I want to show. Okay, there it is. There's the cottage cheese and the egg. Now, I've put the meat, I've drained it and I put it into this pot. And the reason I have done that is you're just going to mix your sauce. You're going to mix it all together in there. You don't need to warm it up either. It's going to get warmed up in the oven. Okay. So and all with this, you're just going to mix it all up. If you wanted to put, can of diced tomatoes in here, feel free to. Okay, I'm going to put you guys like this so you can see. Okay, so I don't have a lot of, okay, there is our pan. You're gonna want to put a little bit of sauce, not a whole bunch, just enough so your noodles don't stick. So it smells so good. Okay, I have some shit all over. Okay, so once that's like that, this is where you're gonna put your noodles across. If you have to overlap a bit, it's okay, but if you don't have to, they'll fit perfect. Okay, so there is our first layer. And then you're gonna put some more sauce. Cover the noodles. Okay, and then you're gonna, you know what? That one looks a little like it's getting left out of sauce. Okay, so then you're gonna take your cheese and you're just gonna depending on how much you like. Okay, and then it's time for, you know what, maybe a little bit more cheese over there. Okay, and you're gonna do another layer. If there's like a little tear like this one, it's okay. If it's torn a lot, well, see if you have a better one. Okay, so then here goes our next layer. If you hear anything, that would be Ed doing something with a video. I don't know what, but something. Okay, so then you just repeat this one. Now this layer here, this is what I like to do. I'll show you. There. Okay, I put a little bit of cheese down, not a whole bunch. Just a little to say it's there. And then you're gonna take your cottage cheese mixed with the egg and just kind of do like spoonfuls, because if you just start moving it around, it's gonna mix in with your sauce, which is like, you don't want that, but if it happens, it's okay too. Okay, and then you're just gonna kind of spread this across like so, right to the, make sure you get to the ends and the edges. Okay. Remember to keep cooking with love on this. Okay, then you're gonna do some more cheese. This is how I do it anyways. So you'll do more cheese. Okay, and then you're gonna do, I should just finish this off and just grate some more. Okay, so there's that one, and then you're going to put another, this is, on this pan, this is going to be my final layer, because if I do any more, it's going to be a mess in the oven. Okay, so there's that, and then you're going to do a nice layer of your sauce on top. Make sure you get everywhere. Like that, you want it kind of thick up there. I'm just going to use the rest of it. Okay, spread it around here. Probably should have grabbed a spatula, but I didn't think that far ahead. Okay, this is what I have left from that brick, which is not much. That's why I said, depending how much you like cheese, or how cheesy you want it to be. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're just gonna, you know what, I'm gonna grate it in the bowl. And that's how you make a lasagna. It's not hard. Some people think it's hard, but it's not. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to grate this little bit of a chunk that I had. That's why I said if you're gonna get the already shredded cheese, to buy 2 of them, because that stuff doesn't seem to go as far as the brick. Okay, and we're just going to spread it all over like that. Okay, and then if you have Parmesan, great. If you don't, it's okay. This is stuck. Of course it's stuck. Okay, so this is where you would put your Parmesan. Or if you wanted the stuff that's already grated, you can use that as well. I wouldn't use too much of it though, because it is pretty salty. And you're going to need some tin foil. And then you're going to cover this up. And just like that. Okay, so the oven's preheated. Without hitting the camera, we're going to put it right into the oven. And leave it in there. I'll check it at probably maybe around half an hour. And I'll probably take the tin foil. I'll take the tin foil off, and I usually let the cheese get a little bit more bubblier on the top. And that's how you make lasagna. And we'll get Ed the test. What is it called, Ed?
Taste test.
The tester. The taste test guy, which is right there. To try it out. So now's a good time to do up your dishes or whatever you have to do, because you have about 30 to 40 minutes. Well, maybe like if you take it out in half an hour, then you're gonna let it sit for at least 5. So yeah, you have about 45 minutes to clean up and do whatever it is that you have to do. So we will be back when it's done. Okay, our lasagna is out and it's resting right there. If you have garlic bread, this is the time to put it in while that's resting. And with this style, and I'm only doing half of a loaf because the other part will just get thrown away. Okay, so that goes in for about 7 minutes. Usually we'd have a salad with this, but every other week romaine lettuce seems to be what is it, E. coli, and the spinach is like that, so we're not gonna chance it with salad today. Okay, so when the garlic bread's done, we'll cut the lasagna up, put it on the plate, and give it to Ed.
I can't wait. I love lasagna. Hey? I think everybody loves lasagna. If you don't like lasagna, you're probably fucked in your fucking head. Anyway, you better take this away before I wreck your video.
Okay, so as soon as the garlic bread's done, we'll dish it up and we'll give it to Ed to taste test. Okay, our garlic bread's done. I took the tin foil off of this. So we're gonna get ready to chop it up. There's a lot of layers, so cut through them all with your knife. And I don't know, maybe depending how much people like it in your house, Ed seems to love it, so we gotta cut him a great big piece. So I'm gonna see if I can do this with this one. I don't know, maybe, and maybe not. Whew. It's a little all over, but that's okay. And we'll give him a piece of garlic bread, and we will bring you over there. Can they see?
Yeah?
Okay.
So let me get on my bong toke. My bong toke for supper, eh? You gotta do a bong toke before supper, especially when you're eating lasagna. That way you can eat the whole fucking pan, or at least half of it anyway. That's what I like to do, eh?
Tell them what you think. It's probably hot though.
Oh my fuck, eh? It's just as good as all the lasagna you made any other time.
Well, you have to tell them because maybe some people may think it doesn't taste good or something. I don't know.
No, it's really good.
Okay.
It's really fucking good, eh? It's real fucking good! I was gonna smash my face in there and start eating it, but
No.
it's too hot, I'd probably get blisters.
Okay, so there you have it. That's how to make lasagna. I'm going to put some on my plate now. So I think that's everything. So that's it. That's all. Bye.